Hi, I'm Captain Grant Coppin with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report.
All right, guys, I'm back over here on the east grass line across from B Crops, heading over towards Pure Oil. We've been catching some really good trout. Now the trout have been a little spotty on this grass line. I'll come over here early in the morning, get on the grass line. The tide's still super low, but I'll get on this grass line, throw croaker early. If I'm catching undersized fish, which 16 and a half is undersized, but still a good trout. If I start catching a lot of 16 and a halves, I just move on down a little bit, move down 20 yards, 30 yards, cast again, 20 more yards until I'm catching the 17-inch plus fish. But this grass line I've highlighted has been my bread and butter for the past couple of weeks. Over here in the ICW, right across from those spoils and Nighthawk, been catching a lot of fish on the west drop-off. Typically, I'm coming over here. If I don't get my limit over there by Pure Oil, I've been catching my limit over here on the west drop-off. Just coming in here, picking up one or two here, one or two there, just to polish off the limit. But there's actually some really good quality trout on this west drop. Even put a couple of flounder in there the other day fishing the edge with some of the smaller croaker. But if you want to escape that heat, where do you go? You go deep, and that's where these fish are going. They're going down deep on this drop off. You can kind of work down it with a trolling motor, or you can use your iPilot to hold you in place, or just throw the big anchor out and just turn sideways and throw those croaker on the edge. Out here in Emerald's Hole, the drum are starting to show up. I've been seeing a lot of the drum lines in here, but if you get out here in the middle on the calmer days, which we haven't had too many of those, but today we did, and I went out here and caught a bunch of drum. Nobody was on them, so that was nice. Whenever there's a bunch of boats on them, they get pushed down. They don't come up. But today was a nice, calm day, and I was able to catch a bunch of drum out here in the middle of Emerald's Hole. Okay, guys, over here on the South Shore Baffin, the tide's been really low, so there's been some fish on the drop-off. This is an early bite. The fish are shutting off early. This is also a noon bite. So with the full moon right now, you need to get down here ASAP and work this drop off with croaker. You'll catch some really nice trout early. They're going to shut off quick, and then wait till about lunchtime and come back over here, and you'll start catching them again. I've been also seeing a few drum along this drop off. If you want to throw a popping cork and shrimp, if you can find shrimp. Shrimp's been really hard to find for me. But anyway, this drop-off's been really producing good lately. And, that low tide's got them pushed all the way down to the edge. Over here, White Bluff, been catching some good fish. This is also an early bite. So I know it's a long run from the bridge. So if you're putting it in the back of Baffin, this is a shorter run, but the rocks here that are just off of White Bluff have been producing and catching lots of good medium-sized to some upper-sized fish in that 17 to 23-inch slot. Again, croaker's the best bait, and after I'm done with the trout, I've been catching a few black drum around the rocks. Over here on the King Ranch shoreline, been fishing some of the potholes and catching a few redfish. Not a whole lot, but a few. Once I'm done with my trout, I come over here, throw cut skipjack, cut mullet in the potholes, and catching a few slot reds and some pretty nice reds too. But it has not been consistent for me, but I will throw cut bait in a pothole for 15 minutes. And if I don't get a run or a bite, I go to the next pothole, give it 15 minutes. And I just keep moving every 15 minutes till I find those fish. And I might hit 10 different potholes with nothing, and then hit one pothole that's got every fish in the bay in it. Don't ask me why that happens, but this is the area that you want to start looking, right along this shoreline here.
I'm Captain Grant Coppin. Thanks for watching.